Hi, friends, and welcome back to my channel where we learn English through stories. I'm Emma, and today I want to share a secret with you. A secret about a dream, a giant pyramid, and a message I didn't understand for years. Have you ever had a dream that felt more real than reality? I did. For years, I had the same strange dream. I was in a vast, hot desert watching men build the Great Pyramid, and every time an old worker with kind eyes gave me a small, smooth stone, I would wake up confused, holding my pillow. What did it mean? Today, I will tell you the story of that dream and how a journey into my own past helped me finally understand its message. This isn't just a story about time travel, it's a story about the power of a single word. My story begins not in Egypt, but in my small apartment 10 years ago. I was just starting to learn English. Every word felt like a heavy rock. Grammar rules were like a confusing maze. I felt lost. One night, after a difficult study session, I fell asleep at my desk. And the dream came again. The dry heat, the sound of 1,000 men working, the sun on the giant stones, and him, the old worker. He smiled, placed a warm, round stone in my hand, and pointed to the rising pyramid. I woke up with my heart pounding, my hand empty, but the feeling remained. Why this dream? Why me? But what I didn't know was that this dream was a key, and the key was not to ancient Egypt, but to my own future. I decided to search for answers. Maybe my dream was a memory from a book or a movie. I spent hours in the library looking at pictures of the pyramids. The stones felt familiar. The problem was, the more I learned about the real pyramids, the more impossible my dream seemed. How could they build such a thing? The conflict in my mind grew. Was my brain just playing a trick? I started to write down my dreams in a small notebook in simple English. Hot sand, big stones, man gives me rock. Writing it down made it feel more real, but no less mysterious. Then, something changed. I traveled to Cairo for an English teachers conference. It was my first big trip alone. My English was still shaky. I was nervous. The city was loud, beautiful, and overwhelming. On my last day, I finally went to see the pyramids of Giza. I took a bus, then a taxi. I was proud of myself for using my English to get there. I remember stepping out of the taxi. The air was hot and dry. The scent of dust and history filled my nose. And there they were, not in a book, in front of me, a giant, silent mountain of stone. As I stood there, a shocking feeling washed over me. I had been here before. Every detail was exactly as in my dream. I walked closer, my feet on the sand. Tourists were everywhere, speaking languages I didn't understand. I felt a pull to go to a quiet spot. I sat down, looking at the Great Pyramid. The sun was setting, painting the stones orange and gold. The light was soft and beautiful. I closed my eyes for a moment, and when I opened them, an old Egyptian man, a guardian at the site, was sitting nearby, smiling at me. He didn't speak. He just nodded. In that moment, I wasn't a tourist. I wasn't a confused English learner. I was just a person, sharing a quiet moment with history. He picked up a small, smooth stone from the ground. He held it in his palm, looked at the pyramid, and then at me. And suddenly, I understood. The message wasn't in the dream, it was in the stone itself. The truth was so simple, it was hidden in plain sight all along. The pyramid, this wonder of the world, was not built in a day. That small stone in his hand was insignificant alone, but together with millions of others, it created one of the greatest wonders on earth. My dream wasn't about the past, it was a lesson for my future. Learning English was my pyramid. Every word I learned was one small stone. Every grammar rule I practiced was another stone placed carefully. Some days I only placed one small stone. Other days I placed 10. The old worker in my dream wasn't giving me a mystery. He was giving me patience. He was showing me that every great thing is built slowly, piece by piece, by ordinary people who don't give up. The conflict in my mind dissolved. The mystery was solved. The pressure I felt to be perfect immediately just disappeared. I left Giza that evening with a light heart. I didn't have a stone in my pocket, but I had something better, a clear purpose. My English journey was not a race, it was a construction project. From that day, I stopped being afraid of making mistakes. A mistake is just a stone placed a little crookedly. You can adjust it tomorrow. The important thing is to keep building. So, my dear friends, that is my story. If I could truly time travel, I would go back and tell my younger self not to worry. Every word you learn today is a stone in your beautiful, growing pyramid. Don't look at the whole huge structure and feel scared. Just look for your next stone. Learn one new phrase today. Listen to one short story. That is enough. I am so happy you watched this video today. I hope my story gives you a little peace and a lot of motivation. Your English pyramid will be amazing because you are building it. Now, I have a small task for you. In the comments, tell me about one small stone you will add to your pyramid this week. Will you learn 5 new words? Will you watch one video in English? Write it down. Let's build our pyramids together. If you enjoyed this story, please give this video a thumbs up. It helps more learners find our friendly community. Don't forget to subscribe and hit the bell so you don't miss our next story. Thank you for being here. Keep building stone by stone. I believe in you. See you in the next video.